Hi everyone, it's Heather from True North Spirit Medicine here today. How you going? Today I'm going to do the mid-month messages for December 2022. Cool. And before I forget, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And like and subscribe the video if you like it and you want to subscribe. So today I'm going to use the Colette Baron-Reid Wisdom of the Oracle Divination cards. Artwork by Jenna Della Gratalia. I never know if I'm saying her name correctly. Sorry, Jenna. This deck sort of stood out to me a bit for today, so that's nice. It's the same deck I used for the weekly card reading that you'll see on Facebook and Instagram at True North Spirit Medicine if you want to have a look. I feel like I'm faffing, like I actually started this video like 3 times for no reason other than I was faffing. But the energy behind it feels really good and powerful and I want to say interesting and strong. So I'm not quite sure why I'm faffing to get into it, but there you go. And actually part of the faffing was me shuffling and drawing a card. And I actually drew 2. I'm not sure if I'll read 2, but I drew 2. And again, with these shorter sort of mid-month messages, I feel like the cards are, well, they are for each time, I suppose. I was going to say I feel like the cards are like a vehicle for the messages, but they are every time. That's why I use them. I don't know, it feels a little different somehow anyway. There was something I wanted to say about the astrology. There's a new moon on the 23rd of December. So keep your ears open for that. So 2 days before Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. So new beginnings. And it feels like, I don't remember which planet are doing the alignment cosmic dance thing around it. I was going to look it up, but I didn't. It feels like it's a really big part of this turning of the year and a really big part of the changing of the cycles and pointing out the circle on the t-shirt. The turning of the page of the energy into 2023. So this new moon coming up just before Christmas. Good time to set your intentions and look forward to new beginnings, things you want to bring in, and they've just highlighted the second card, so I think it's going to be part of this reading, which is fine. Set new moon intentions, basically. You might want to do a ritual, you might want to gather some friends or talk on the phone with people that you know, or there's a sense of community here as well, community and collaboration moving forward into next year. And I suddenly realised the other day that 2023 is a 7, so if you add 2, 0, 2 and 3 together, you get 7. And from memory, 7 is all about spirituality. And I got really excited about that. I think I'm going to write about that in the newsletter in January a bit more. I suddenly realised it the other day and got really excited about that. So it feels like more of a turning towards things that are spiritual, which of course isn't religion. It's your personal experience of your connection to source energy is essentially what spirituality is. It's not some external force telling you what to do and how to do it and what to wear and who to marry and all the rest of it's got nothing to do with that. It's about finding that piece of the puzzle inside yourself, that Godhead, that divine soul, that spark, whatever you want to call it. The 7 is I know the 7's got other qualities, but the thing that I remember the most about the 7 is spirituality. So it feels more like I want to say spiritually natured things coming to the surface, but I don't mean suddenly everyone, navel gazing and going off grid or, you know, whatever the stereotype is. It just feels like they show me that sort of volume on that amplification turning up in terms of, you know, integrity in business and integrity in banking and integrity in big pharma and politics and government and, you know, all of that stuff we've been talking about and sort of predicting is coming for years. It feels like a really big year for all of that. So they're showing me a big spotlight, like a big light being shone, particularly on 2023. So that's exciting. So more of the crumbling of the old. They're showing me the Tower card in the tarot, which is all about the crumbling of the old in order for the new to rebuild. Again, think of gardening. I like gardening, so they often use gardening sort of metaphors or analogies or whatever with me. So think, you know, at the end of the season of the tomatoes or, you know, after your harvest, you've got to dig through. I know people have a no-dig philosophy about gardening, but anyway, aside from that, you know, you've got to dig over, you've got to take the old plants out, the old crops out, and you know, dig it over and fertilise it and get the bed ready for the new crops or the new plant or the new trees or whatever it is that you're planting. So, you know, you can think of the tower as something sort of big and horrible and scary and awful, or you can think of the tower as like, oh, I've got to break an egg to make an omelette, or I've got to till the soil in order to plant the new seed. So it doesn't have to be a big, scary kind of shakedown. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's a really grand collapse, and sometimes it's, you know, a shift in perception that's less, I was going to say less noticeable on the surface, but has really deep resonances. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. It's getting hot in here because I've shut all the windows again, and I can't put the fan on because it's too noisy for the camera. Okay, so, right, cards first, channeling first. I'm saying both. Okay, so maybe I'll show you the first card, and then I'll do the direct channel bit. So Milk and Honey, I like this card. And straight away when I drew it, I felt like it's a lot to do with gratitude, which is nice. So Milk and Honey, the card's like got a picnic table kind of setting, and a big bowl, breakfast table, big bowl, a bottle of milk and a jar of honey beside it, and in the background it's a blue sky and a rainbow, and in the bowl there's an elephant having a bath in the bowl of milk and honey, which is a bit cute. So there's the card, and again I'll post a photo of the card on my Facebook and Instagram in a day or so. Milk and Honey. There's a really lovely song by a band called Oka, OKA, who had to disband because somebody passed away, which is a bit sad. It's very sad, actually. They had a song called Milk and Honey. So whenever I see this card, I hear that, you know, it's like reggae dub kind of tunes. I hear that, the bass line in particular. Anyway, gratitude. Okay, so I'm going to tune into our spiritual team and see what they want to say to us this morning. I'm going to try not swivel because I'm going to swivel each chair again. Oh yeah, I'm just feeling this beautiful kind of flow of milk and honey, and it's rainbow coloured, which is really lovely. Greetings, dear ones, and thank you again for sitting with us here today. We welcome all of you, as always, to our table. We welcome all of you to sup with us, to eat with us, to drink with us, to celebrate with us. For it is because of you that we are here. We come from many vibrations away, shall we say, instead of the word dimensions. And as we wait somewhat patiently for the external sounds around us to settle and to calm, we remind each of you of the peace that is available to you whenever you wish. And for some of you, this holiday season can be full of whirlwinds and tornadoes of energy, of difficulties and challenges, and of holding your space and being the lighthouse in the midst of what seems like a storm. So to you, dear ones, we say we are with you. We hold your hands, remember. We love you dearly, remember. All you need to do is take some moments and to ask for our assistance, and we will be there in a flash, as they say. And a flash is all it takes, my friends. A flash is all it takes for you to remember that we are indeed with you wherever you walk. We are reminded that one who sits with us at this table represents the dwarf planets, those newly discovered to modern humanity, friends in the solar system, whose influence is vast as it encompasses a great spin, a great spiral, a great dance through your universe. So as it comes closer to your earth, it brings with it these great sweeping changes and these great powerful outer energies, and it brings them closer and closer and closer to you here. And one of those divine souls who represents one of these outer dwarf planets sits with us closely today. And she is known by the name Salacia. And you will see her in the dancing lights on the waves when you sit by the ocean or the river in the sunshine. Indeed, Heather saw her the other day in the sparkle of a leaf in the garden, just after she had hosed the plants to give them a drink in the heat. So you do not need to be by an ocean, and you do not need to be by a river. You can be in your very own garden. And remember to call the energy of Salacia forward if you notice the sparkling sunshine on the waters. And she says she brings with her a great hope, a great uprising, a great swelling of the heart, like the sparkles on the waters as you watch. She brings with her many other things, but we will get to that in due course. But she wanted to introduce herself today, if you did not know of her already, for she too sits at this table and sups with us. And it is a great honour to have her presence, as it is a great honour to have yours. And again, coming back to this beautiful card with the rainbow and the elephant and the milk and the honey. Remember that a beautiful way, an easy way to get close to us is to sit in gratitude in your own life every day. To be grateful not only for the things that you have, but also to be grateful for the things that you wish to call forth from this beautiful void, this beautiful soup of potentials that is not empty. A void is not empty, a void is full of potentials. And loving, beauteous, beautiful, bountiful potentials. So if you, dear ones, can focus on being grateful for that you do not have yet in your present now, then it will indeed magnetize that future now to your present now faster. So many nows. So many nows. But you see what we say. And lastly, just quickly, because Heather was afraid of taking too much of your time today. This second card said soulmates. And it is a photograph, an image, a picture of two penguins nestling and nuzzling into each other. This can indeed represent a romantic meeting of two souls. And indeed, it does. a rekindling of a romance, a reignition, a reunion. And of course this can represent those in partnership, a rekindling of a spark that is already there. And it also can represent new love, new human romantic love coming in just for you. And I see a beautiful present wrapped up with a bow, which is beautiful timing. But my friends, it also represents other soul partnerships, karmic relationships, you might have said in the old language. And with this new energy, this new cycle turning over into 2023, and Heather is right to be excited about it, it will involve new cooperation and collaboration and new mates of the soul in many ways, business and friendship, etc., that will come in. So again, hold in your hearts that beautiful space of being supported and loved and known and held, and a playfulness with these new partnerships coming in all their forms and guises, and they will come to you on a smooth and easy path if you hold that high vibration of gratitude. So with these solstice blessings, and with these new moon blessings, and with these Christmas and holiday season blessings, we hope for you, we wish for you, and indeed we see for you laughter and joy and love as the wheel of the year turns once again into this season of beautiful, beauteous, bountiful harvest. You have planted the seeds, you have tilled the soil, you have tended and cared for these seedlings, and now, my friends, it is time to see the star in the apple, the heart of your dreams, the peace in your soul, and the gifts at your table. Enjoy, my friends, enjoy. And we will speak to you again very soon, with much love, and so it is. Ah, thanks. That's so lovely. I just feel like I'm all wrapped up in a nice warm hug. It's really quite beautiful. Does feel like a gift. Feels like a present. Christmas present. That's nice. Thank you. And how interesting that they introduced Salacia in that way. Because I saw her in the leaves sparkling when I was watering the garden the other day. And I was like, oh yeah. And she felt really close in the meditation this morning. In particular, in the last couple of days, I really felt her sitting at this table of the Council of Elders. But I didn't know they were going to speak with her today. That's nice, that's exciting. It's like a new friend at the table. It's very cool. Yeah, okay. I don't think I have anything else to say. Oh, only that I had to stop the video because the neighbour next door started mowing the lawn. Oh yeah, and while I was waiting for him to finish, I had a quick look at the Pam Gregory video, actually, because I knew that the new moon was in her title of her mid-month video, new moon video. So it's a new moon in Capricorn, and it's a super moon, which means that the moon is really close to the Earth. 22:22 when I looked at the clock, or the timer. Yeah, super moon. So the influence is big, basically, and she mentioned that the new moon on the 23rd of December is a couple of days after the solstice, which of course again is another big cycle for our year. Yeah, so it's all happening in the second half of December. So go well, my friends. stay in your heart as much as you can, stay in peace and gratitude as much as you can, and have fun. Go to comedy if you're feeling a bit with the holiday craziness. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. It keeps me motivated to keep making these videos. And I will touch base with you in the newsletter at the beginning of the month. And see you again here on YouTube in a couple of weeks. Okay, in the new year. Yay! Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you then. Much love. Bye.